What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Valvetronic Designs. Today, we have ourselves $1 million Nissan Altima. Just kidding. This is a jade green R34 GTR, and it is a factory Nismo car. It's an S1 car, and it was brought to us to get this exhaust system that was fitted to it removed, and a huge upgrade is inbound for this GTR. These cars are extremely special. The M Spec Nur in jade in the Nismo configuration is one of the most rare R34s in the world, and hence why it commands such a price premium and is the ultimate JDM car. When we talk about the ultimate JDM car, this car needs the ultimate exhaust configuration to match with how rare and unique this car is. Come take a look. The exhaust that's on the car right now, which we'll show you a sound clip of before we do all the work we're gonna do, really a lackluster setup. We have the factory converter up front, and then it has a middle resonator, and then it has this massive rear muffler here. Not exactly sure the configuration of this system, but I do know it's already touching the diffuser tray, which is unfortunate, but this configuration is gonna get totally removed. So the car that sounds like this right now is gonna now sound like this. It's a huge change. I'm excited to bring you guys along. All in-house developed. We're gonna be using the universal valve muffler in the rear because the owner does want some control. They use the car all the time and really enjoy it. But for something that is so special, we need to make sure that this owner enjoys the ultimate exhaust configuration utilizing the universal valve muffler. The muffler itself, whether it's put on a $1,000 Mazda Miata, like the one that I happen to have, or this $1 million R34, gives you that flexibility that you must have if you're an enthusiast. Neighbors, no problem. Angry Karens, no problem. Police, don't have to worry about it. Huge flexibility, the touch of a button. That's the Valvetronic way, and I can't wait to showcase how good this car sounds towards the end of the video, guys. Stay tuned, let's get after it. The video today is gonna be slightly different because what we're showing is a little different. We have the owner with us. His name is Mark. Come on into frame, Mark. So Mark is gonna be with us to join us along the experience as we do our sound profile process. The car came to us with a stock exhaust. It did have the equal length downpipes on it before. It's a huge transformation. I'm excited for you to join us along the process. And I know that you have, how many of these cars? 10. These 10 of these cars, which is, I don't know what you do with all these cars, but this one is definitely gonna be the best sounding, and the car also too is not heavily tuned. It's maybe what, 450 horsepower or something? So just around there. It's not a crazy 1,000 wheel horsepower RB26. This is kind of a bone stock-esque sound configuration, maybe OEM plus, but got the downpipes, unrestricted midsection, then the Valvetronic muffler in the rear. It's gonna sound amazing. Join us again. This muffler is $400 on a $500,000 car. Let's see how well the Valvetronic process can take this car to the next level. Let's get to it. Oh shit, it's Brian. But who says that? It's like Suki says that. Dude, in this video, you should just drop Fast and Furious lines and references throughout the whole video. Oh, nobody said nothing about racing the stakes. When you can tell these nice people to move out of the way and you can go home.
That was loud.
All right, guys, we're inside the R34 now. This car, before having the Valvetronic setup, it had, you said a Remax exhaust? Yeah. Now, what is that?
It's just a basic, like aftermarket Japanese exhaust brand.
Okay, so, but it had the factory cat installed, and it had a resonator and had a big muffler in the back. But this is basically a free flow race experience now with the valves open. So the 3 inches all the way unrestricted when the valves are open, you get really, really good sound, but it's not overbearing or unusable. You can drive this car all the time with the valves open. You just get that Fast and Furious type noise.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The car is still cold. We haven't warmed it up yet, so we're gonna warm it up slowly. Then you guys will get back in here with us to enjoy a more higher RPM experience. All right, we're gonna close the valves real quick. We're at 3,000 RPM at around 45 miles an hour. It literally goes back to being bone stock in here. Like, you'd never know that this car is modified. If you want to look at me, this car has extremely low kilometers on it. This is absolutely insane. It has like 1,500 miles, 1,600 miles. It's crazy. So this car, even though it's such low miles, if the owner, being you, wanted to drive the car all the time, you could close the valves and drive all the way to California. No drone, no problem, whichever they like. But if you open it, all that bass and excitement comes back.
Dude, it sounds like the Too Fast, Too Furious car.
Yeah, I love it. And also too, like, this is not a crazy horsepower GTR. This is like a kind of bone stock car.
What do you think about the pops? Are they alive?
Yeah.
Did it ever do that before?
No, it never did the pops, and it actually feels like it gained a little
I'm
more,
sure it gained
like,
a bunch of power.
yeah, gained a little bit of power, and sounds great.
Well, if it didn't sound good, we'd be out of business. So.
Mark, do you know any Japanese?
Nope.
No.
Sounds awesome.
The RAS with like 5,500 is really good as well.
Really sounds great.
Definitely. Blow-off valve?
No blow-off valve, but you can hear the turbo more and, with the exhaust. Yeah, it's just crazy.
How loud is it compared to your other one? What exhaust is on that other jade green one?
That one's a Tomei, but that's full straight pipe, and it's a RB28 built, so it sounds different.
Kit,
yeah,
right?
stroked, yeah, so it has a different sound. Yeah, it's sick. That kid broke his neck. Sounds so good.
Ah, fuck, the blinkers.
Yeah, right hand.
Why are these cars so expensive?
Because it's about not just the speed, it's about the whole driving experience, driving on the right hand, you know, just like...
Well, there are cars you can buy for 20 grand that you're on the wrong side of the car.
It's also just the look, you know, it's like a timeless look.
It's really quiet. Yeah.
Talk about
That's
that.
quiet.
The intake noise.
See, now you can hear more.
with the valves closed, you really get all the intake. Here we go. No exhaust, it's all just intake. Do a little, I'll do an open as we accelerate. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, now it's popping. So they put either a Tome exhaust, which is like the cheap bang for your buck, but
How much are those?
they're like $1,000.
So where did you find this car, Mark?
So this car was found in Dubai, and basically the guy that owned it is part of the royalty family, and he has a bunch of these cars. So I've done business with him before, and he had this one, and I basically structured a deal, you know, and I traded him one of my other cars. I sent a car to Dubai, and I got this one in exchange, and he just had this one done from a Mari factory, which,
Yeah,
I mean, it's probably now a 3 or 4 year waiting list to even have a car built by a Mari.
Yeah.
And yeah, and this is one of 2 that have been built, like an M Spec Nur Millennium Jade, to be built by a Mari. So it's, I mean, extremely rare.
Oh wow, it's that rare.
Yeah, it's just a rare, like, kind of niche thing, you know. And people, you know, like they say, riches are in the niches.
Mm-hmm.
I've not heard that saying before. That's very clever though.
So is the R34 your favorite out of all the GTRs then?
He has fucking 10 of them, so I would
Yeah.
assume so.
Yeah.
I
What's your,
mean,
like,
that might have been- that
what's
might have
your
been your-
favorite aspect of it?
so my favorite aspect is just like the whole feel, like the turbos, the sound, driving on the right hand side. It kind of like simulates, like, you know, when you were in that arcade game, and you know, the arcades, it's like right hand
That is
drive, you have to
true.
shift with your left hand, which it's kind of like driving a video game for me. Yeah, you hear the turbo so much more with the valve open, and then with the valve closed, you don't hear much of that.
You're getting most of that intake.
I mean,
How many
now
R34s are there? Like not like as rare as this, but how many R34 GTRs?
I actually don't know the exact number.
It just amazes me that for their
Says
six
there's
thousand,
11,578.
that's a lot.
11,578.
11,000.
Skyline R34 GTRs produced in total.
Like, if could I get one for like 100 grand?
So you can, I mean, then you're getting a base, so it won't have limited slip differential. The gear ratio is a little different. The V-Spec is where, you know, kind of like what you would want to start at, just because it has
How much
the
is one of
LSD.
those?
But they're like, I mean, they range, you know. It's like you could get one that needs work for 80 to 100 grand, or you could get a nice mint one for 150 to 170, you know. And then if it's a color car, like a red V-Spec or a yellow or a blue, you're paying a premium just on that, so you're talking 200 over. Sounds so good.
You can feel the rear wheel steering.
Oh yeah, the Hikes.
Don't a lot of people take that out?
Well, people take it out when you're like running high horsepower, because you don't want it like kind of, you know,
Fucking around.
So you put a lockout kit. But in stock base cars, you leave it, you know.
Really fast. I'm surprised like how fast it feels.
That's also another thing, is they're like really responsive.
This is the lowest mileage one you have.
Yeah. The next is the Paul Walker car that has 7,000.
You have what?
The Paul Walker's car that he used
You
to
have
drive.
Paul Walker's car.
Yeah, that he used to drive, like one of the first.
Oh, is that the black one?
It was black, but I painted it back to red.
Oh, it was
That was
red.
The, yeah, it was the original color was red, and they painted it black because it was trying to get hit from the government. And
I don't know why, but that felt really fast in second gear right there.
then, I know this exhaust really, I think, helped it, like lively it up a little bit. Woke it up.
is the Valvetronic R34 experience. It's pretty amazing that a $400 muffler, when combined to such an incredible vehicle like this, can be so special. Again, with the exhaust configuration, we have those equal length downpipes up front, and then it's a single 3-inch section all the way back to the valve muffler. When the valves are closed, never know the R34 is modified. Then when it's open, you guys can hear in those flybys, it is amped. Now, if you have a GTR like this, or you've got a Ram TRX, or you have a BMW X3 or anything, this universal muffler is applicable. You get huge flexibility, and if it works this well on something as special as this, it'll work just as well on your car. Remember, guys, this is Valvetronic's mission, is for you guys to enjoy your hobby as much as possible. With this type of exhaust configuration, you get all the sound, all the excitement, and then your neighbors don't hate you. Go down your favorite back road, have all the sound you could ever want, and then when you start the car in the morning, mom or dad or your friends or your girlfriend or your wife or your mistress, whoever, is not going to be upset that the car is so noisy. So if you're looking to get an exhaust set up for your Skyline, whether it's R32, R33, R34, and beyond, check us out at Valvetronic.com. Grab yourself a universal muffler, have unparalleled flexibility, and it really is amazing that a $400 product can make this $500,000 R34 sound so special in your Skyline as well. Thanks again, and we'll catch you guys in the next universal project.